for y'all to ponder. A lawnmower is just a sharp vacuum cleaner.
Maybe someone with a Hoover just sucked up an X-Acto knife and then it was invented.
It's never that simple.
I don't think that's something you can vacuum up unless you got a weird shaped vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Or you're doing it wrong.
Gas-powered vacuums.
Maybe they used the Hoover. Damn.
Can you imagine a vacuum cleaner, but yet it had like a rip cord on it?
Dude, that literally exists. I used one today.
No
What?
way.
Ripcord powered vacuum cleaners?
No, he's not. He's talking about a lawnmower.
Oh.
No, I'm not talking about a lawnmower.
What?
I'm talking about a gas-powered vacuum cleaner.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Is this just a leaf blower that you're just
No,
punking us with?
It's an actual machine.
No.
It's called a billy goat or a power rake.
What crack did you smoke to find this?
It's
I'd
at
say
my
it was
work.
from Colombia.
So a ripcord powered vacuum cleaner?
Leaves. It's a gas-powered vacuum cleaner that you use to suck up leaves.
So you're just like vacuuming your lawn?
Yes. Quite literally, you vacuum your lawn with a gas-powered vacuum.
So what next? You're gonna mow your floor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Hang on.
My carpet is made out of sod.
I will send an image. Just so
if you put blades on a Roomba, isn't that just mowing your floor?
If you put blades on a Roomba, that's just like deadly robot ninja.
Could you have like a Roomba that cuts grass if you put blades on it?
I don't think it's actually powerful enough to do that.
But know what we're going to do today.
I don't think the battery's powerful enough.
Well, then we'll overcharge it with gas. We'll put a ripcord on it.
No, we'll power
Stick a
it with
jerry
uranium.
can on top of the Roomba.
We'll
and then just
power
let it
with
go.
Uranium.
Yeah, it's quite literally called a leaf vacuum.
Leaf vacuum?
Yes.
I've
I'm
never heard of
downloading
this
an image
tool
right now
before.
and I'm about to send it to y'all.
That is...
It's real.
Oh.
Hang on.
Huh.
Here you go.
This must be entertaining for any listeners just listening to Aiden click repeatedly.
Yes.
Well, this
There
is
you go.
interesting.
Power vacuum.
It looks like a lawnmower.
Yeah, exactly. I was picturing
it's
like
not a
a
lawnmower.
regular vacuum that's like has a gas.
Yeah, but it has a
tank
ripcord on
attached.
it.
Yeah.
No, dude, that just looks like a
it's-
steampunk snowblower.
Except inverted because it's a vacuum.
It literally looks like a lawnmower with a mustache.
Yeah, that's,
Except
that's
the
what I thought when I
mustache is
first
made
saw
of
it.
plastic.
Yeah, I see that. Yep. Welcome to episode 30, everybody. That was...
We have a special
We
guest on
talked about
today.
the astonishing news of a gas-powered vacuum for the first 5 minutes.
Yes, it was on CBC this morning. I'm Liam's brother.
Hello, this is Liam's brother, Alex.
Yes.
You are going to be the guest of episode 30. This is the Halloween spook episode because it's the closest episode to Halloween that's not November 1st. Unless we want to do a Halloween episode after, because it's fun.
And you guys are in for a treat because I've got puns, and then we'll end with a spoopy story for y'all that I wrote myself in about 5 minutes.
Every time he tells a pun, you should just censor it in editing.
All right.
Or just tell the viewers to just mute the computer.
No, I'm going to censor
kick
every pun you
things
make.
off.
I'm going to make it the worst thing possible.
Starting off, here's
I'm
one
prepared.
that you should all understand. Okay. Like, hey, Bob the baker, how's business? Not great. My competitors are all using I'm just trying to roll the dough with my wooden rolling pin, but the competitors are using gas-powered ones to put me out of business. Why is that? Because of politics. they think I support Joe Biden. When you're a baker and you support Joe Biden, that's a whole new level of dirty in the baker world. That sounds terrible. Yeah. So what's going on with your competitors? I wasn't listening to the conversation. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling because they think I'd be Biden dirty.
Liam, it's not
That was
too late
supposed
to
to be a
kick him out of
pun?
this episode.
Yeah.
For future
let's-
reference, we don't do politics here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't.
That was just it's just his name worked for the pun. I don't have anything against Joe Biden, just Biden sounds like Ryden, so
Well,
Well,
mention his name and it becomes
You got
political,
anything else
so-
like for like an actual like I don't know story? You got some horror? You got some horror on you? You got a horror sign? Something to fit the Halloween spirit?
well, yes, I have a weird story I wrote. It's 3 pages long.
Oh,
It's
dude.
called The Watcher. The security footage seemed normal at first. It was just a regular shot of the living room with the inside of the front door visible in the corner of a black and white display, time stamp perpetually hovering in the corner. Then it all changed. The screen was filled with static and then cleared, but now there was something new in the footage. The front door was open, wind blowing leaves into the foyer. Then the static returned, only this time for a longer period. Then it was cleared again. There was someone at the front door. This person didn't move, and their face was covered by a gas mask designed for chemical warfare. Static. The person was now standing slightly closer to the camera, still not moving. They were now staring directly at it. More static. The person was now directly in front of the camera, their face filling most of its field of view. Front door could still be seen, swaying back and forth in the wind. Once again, the static returned, only this time it was a fraction of a second long. And when it cleared, the entire room was trashed. The door was ripped off its hinges, the couches overturned, glass tabletops shattered, picture frames hanging askew. Then the camera went black. A few minutes later, the camera was powered back on. There was a note that was left on the tabletop. You are being watched. Ominous music. The local police station was reviewing the footage. It was one of the creepiest cases they'd ever seen. We investigated the scene yet? Yeah, our main evidence was the note left on the table. What about it? You know what it said? It was written on a Burger King coupon. Why would they do that? We don't know. Looking into it. Look harder. This is just getting weirder by the minute. Days passed without any new leads. The officers had almost given up, getting ready to label it a cold case. Then the Watcher struck again. The person in the footage became known as the Watcher, and he had been spotted in the local woods. The lady had been walking her dog late at night when she spotted him by chance. He was standing 50 feet deep into the woods, motionless, staring forward, staring at her. The lady ran home and went to bed, but she was awoken by the sound of glass breaking late at night. The Watcher had struck again. Once again, the living room was ransacked, the door ripped from its hinges, and once again, a note. Once again, on a Burger King coupon. Look for me and die. Obviously, he's talking to us, said a police officer at the scene. What are we supposed to do? Look for him. He said he'd kill us. Who cares? The only new evidence at the scene was the note, once again written on the coupon for Burger King. This guy clearly likes Burger King, said an officer. Lots of people do. This doesn't help. It's all we got. This has to help. Only lead is about these darn coupons. There's got to be a pattern. That pattern has to mean something. Suddenly, the lights went out. Lights came back on. Nothing seemed different. But then all the security cameras went down, except one which showed static. And then the Watcher. The Watcher had come for them. Dun dun dun. The Watcher remained motionless on the camera for several seconds. It was at a different angle than before the lights went out, and all area indications were blank, showing X's and O's instead of locations and timestamps. That meant they did not know where the Watcher was. All that they knew was that he was here, and he was coming for them. Somebody figure out where that camera is now. Didn't matter. Static came back. Then the picture returned. It was in a different location, again with no information. Like before, the watcher remained motionless, staring forward into the camera. The lights went out again. Then only one bulb worked in the corner of the room. Flashlights on, said one officer. Then they all turned on the lights. They saw the watcher was in the room with them, staring at them. That's when they realized that the watcher was over 7 feet tall, and that the watcher had a gun. The officers were ready to shoot when their flashlight batteries all simultaneously died, and the lights returned and the watcher was gone. Months would pass with no recurrences, and years. Ever since, nobody would ever discern what transpired. Cliffhanger noises. That's the end of my story. Did you pee your pants yet?
I don't think cliffhangers make noises, but that's just my opinion.
You ever heard one?
I mean, they don't make an audible noise. I mean, unless you did the sound of falling off a cliff. I go, ah! I don't know, whatever sound you make when you're in grave danger and you fall off.
Maybe we should make
Mostly
a movie.
like probably a mousy squeaking sound.
Maybe we should make a movie with a cliffhanger. Liam will play the part of Cliff.
Who's going to be Hanger?
Liam will be hanging because he's Cliff.
We should do a play.
We should not.
What would you say?
We
What
should
kind of
do
play?
like a 60s radio drama on the spot.
Oh, now? Like ad-lib
Right now.
The entire thing?
We're going to
I
ad
legit don't
lib.
even know what you're talking about.
We should perform Samuel Beckett's Breath because it's 35 seconds of some guy screaming and breathing loudly.
No.
That is too
No.
easy, though. No, we're
It's an
gonna
actual play.
each get a character, and we're just gonna do a radio drama on the spot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Aiden?
We're
you
gonna
know
make a play.
Before movies and everything, on the radio, they would tell stories and everything.
I mean,
Right?
that would be a logical thing to do. I didn't know they actually did it.
Well, that's what they did, and this is what Gabe's talking about.
He's
Okay, but
talking
why
about something
60s?
obsolete that nobody
Because
who
they did
listens
it in
to
the
knows.
Okay.
Well put, General.
Look, we're just gonna make a story up. Liam's gonna be Cliff. I'm gonna be Garpreet. Aiden's gonna be.
Do you own a 7-Eleven or a Tim Hortons?
I own a 7-Eleven. No, I don't own it, but I work at it. Okay, fine. You can make up your
Oh
own
my
names, but
God.
my name is Garpreet. I'm not going to attempt an accent. I'm not even going to bother. But my name is Garpreet. I work at 7-Eleven. What's your guys' characters?
I'll be Biff Biffwell, the hillbilly from St. Andrews.
Aiden?
I don't know.
You gotta make up a character.
Wait, Gabe, hang on. Give me
Yeah.
one of the names that you use whenever you send the invite.
Whenever I
Master
send
fart
invites,
smeller.
whenever I send invites, I just smash my hand on the keyboard. Or just put something obscene.
some of them-
but if you
some
want to
of
be
them you
master,
actually
but if
give
you want to be
thought.
I got
master
it.
fart sniffer, go ahead.
No,
I got it.
that was
Aiden should be
Liam's.
Qwerty Pazdiv Gajikal Zixkov
No.
Venom the plumber.
We're not using the
No.
keyboard. You
Aiden?
know what?
You are Dave.
I'm Dave.
Aiden is Dave.
Your
Acceptable.
background is a school bus driver.
Dave, the school bus
Jeff,
driver.
I wear glasses.
I am Dave, the school
Jeff wears
bus driver.
glasses.
No, he's
Uh,
Dave, the neighborhood creeper.
With
No, I'm just
Garpreet,
He's
the
the
7-Eleven employee, and Cliff, the I don't know.
Guy
Liam,
who
what's your
gets
character?
hanged.
You don't
The
even have to be
dashing
Cliff.
rogue mad lad.
The dashing rogue. I am. I don't
Adolf.
know. No, I'm not. No,
What?
just no.
No.
Didn't say you're Hitler, just some guy named Adolf.
Okay,
You're
that's
Sasha.
too boring.
Sasha.
Your name is
No,
Sasha.
his name is Losk. His name is
Losk. Fine. You know what? Your name is Losk. And you,
I'm
what's your
Swedish?
occupation? Sure.
I'm a fisherman.
You're Losk the
He's a
fisherman.
Swedish fisherman.
Okay. And Alex, you're going to need to give us a plot that we all find ourselves in.
Okay. So, the 7-Eleven is the only building standing in St. Andrews after a nuclear fallout. We're the last 4 humans alive, and we have to figure out how to build up society again.
Enter
Okay. Who wants to
Dave,
start?
the
Who wants to
school bus
start?
driver, and whatever Gabe's name is.
Garpreet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that, but Garpreet.
You're Garpreet.
I walk into the 7-Eleven and I say,
Yep.
I don't know how this works. Is it like storytelling?
We're acting something out. Yeah, we're acting
Okay,
something
well,
out.
just pretend
Set the
something's
scene.
happening.
All right, yeah.
Yo,
Someone needs to say, okay.
Garpreet.
Yo, what's up?
It's so
What's up, Dave?
boring. There's nothing out there to do anymore.
Yeah, that's because everything's like covered in nuclear fallout.
Well, you
Yeah, I
could
know,
just
it's
get
so
me
boring.
some
You got a
gas
coffee?
for my truck. I need to go hunt some squirrels. You know, if you have a raccoon
all the squirrels have been
problem,
mutated
I'll
into
kill
7-foot
them and
behemoths
cook
from the
'em.
fallout. I think we should stay in the 7-Eleven and just drink Slurpees for the rest of our lives, but that's just my opinion.
Honestly, I'm down. Can you give me a cream soda?
And get it? It's like self-serve, dude. I don't even like technically work here
Get it
anymore. No
for
one
me.
pays
I'll pay
me.
you extra. I'll pay you extra.
What does currency is useless now? Everything is dead.
I have bottle
I'll
caps.
give you
want
5
those?
million Zimbabwe dollars.
Oh, that's all you had to say. All right.
0.2 cents.
Hey, Losk, do you want any Slurpees?
A bork, bork, a bork, bork.
Oh, right, he's Swedish.
Okay, sorry. I need to speak in your native tongue.
What was that?
It's his native tongue.
Right.
Okay, I think he
This
wants
is
a
Liam's native language.
grape.
What?
I think he wants grape.
He wants grape. All right, so we're getting a cream soda. We're getting a grape. You guys want like Doritos or something?
I think what Liam said
don't
is
think
he
he
wants
wants
the
that.
green flavor.
Okay, how about Sun Chips?
I can
he
envision
wants
the
a hot
description
dog.
already. Liam loses his mind and Aiden and Gabe try to understand.
No, the
him.
description for this episode is we make fun of Swedish people for half an hour.
Don't tell
Or what Liam
PewDiePie.
does.
Liam makes fun of Swedish people. We've gone full circle. We made fun of them in episode 1. Now we're making fun of them again.
Episode 30.
Yo,
It's a
Lost.
30 episode
See if
special.
see if you could go get us some mutated fish that we can eat today because I'm kind of hungry.
I brought you a bouquet of herring.
A bouquet.
That will work. It's
work.
not fish, but yeah, it'll work.
Herring is a fish. What do you?
Herring's
what?
a fish.
Herring is a fish.
I didn't hear herring. You cut out for me.
Oh. I said I gave
I'm
you a
not sure if you-
bouquet of herring.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard me for some, but on my end,
Nah,
every
we're just-
other
we're
word
just
is
supposed
being
to
cut
cook
out.
flowers.
Yeah, all I heard was
We
bouquet.
need to eat dandelions. Make a salad out of them. Apparently Liam's eaten one before, so He knows how to prepare them. He can
Come on,
saute
who
them.
hasn't, like, in their young age, picked a dandelion, just popped in their mouth and just chewed it and then tasted its bitterness and then spat it back out?
I
I
haven't.
didn't.
I
Yeah,
haven't.
well, oh,
You're the only one. Liam was a very special child.
No,
We already knew
excuse
that.
Me, Losk was a very special Swedish fisherman.
No, Losk
Yes.
is still a very special child.
Except he's an adult. He's an adult.
No.
child.
He looks like he's 33 years old, but he's actually 7.
But he's yeah.
But he's wait. That's some anime
That is-
nonsense right there.
Plot twist. He's also actually female, but he looks like he's an overweight dude with a beard.
That is mildly
Are dandelions the
terrifying.
only
Let's
thing
please-
that exists in this world?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's go get some.
And
Let's go get
radioactive
some
hair.
Plus your
dandelion
average castor bean plant, just to throw in some variety.
variety.
I think maybe there should be cuttlefish wandering the roads.
Yes.
Yeah, they
fruity
grew legs and they're
cuttlefish.
walking.
And wiener
What is this?
dogs.
Fallout
Like humans.
5? Yeah,
And 5-headed.
they're the
wiener
new
dogs.
dominant species. We have to kill all the cuttlefish in order to take over.
Yes.
No, in order to live.
In order to live, we must kill all the cuttlefish. What can we use as weapons?
Thick fork.
I might have a 3 or 4 in the back. 7-Eleven's got a lot of weird stuff. You never know, man. I'll go check.
We also have some chicken wings that might be used as clubs because they're so tough.
Yeah, just so hard, so stale.
We could
All
just
right, well,
pour some
Cuttlefish
nacho
to
cheese.
soda.
You
could
could
just-
try the cream soda. I got
Vending
a.
machine chili.
I've got a Starbucks
Wait.
iced frappuccino. No
We
thick
could use
forks,
their hot
sadly.
dogs to whack them.
Can we use the vending machine chili?
Can we just use the vending machine itself?
If we can, probably I'll pick it up and we can drop them on one cuttlefish at a time. Eventually, we'll take
Are
out the
there even vending
population.
machines? I don't think there even are vending machines at 7-Eleven.
Out in the
Can we
back, I
slow
think.
down a moment and just appreciate how terrible 7-Eleven like nacho chili is?
I never had
Have
them.
you ever bought nachos and then tried to pour the chili on there?
The fact that it comes from a machine. Yeah,
I've never
chili
tried
machine.
it, and it doesn't-
machine as your
sound like
nacho
something that would.
cheese.
I love
it doesn't
how
sound like
chili from a
7-Eleven
machine.
advertises everything as hot
probably
and fresh. but
older
we all
than
know that's
you
not
are.
True.
Yeah,
The cheese in there is probably
like
older than we are.
it predates the ancient Egyptians. Oldest chili you'll ever see.
When they thought they were praying to the Egyptian god Ra, it was just a bucket of 7-Eleven cheese.
Yeah, that's what the scarabs rolled across the sky.
The bucket of Sev nacho cheese.
The new gods that we pray for. Dang, dude.
In this
Well, we can
nuclear
use it. We can
fallout, we
fight the
pray.
cuttlefish that way with the chili. It's probably toxic enough. It's more toxic than the radiation
Fight it.
itself.
Well, I know that that the mess it leaves behind after you eat it is pretty toxic.
Well, then we'll
mean-
use it to our
I mean, hey,
advantage.
if we just leave it out, on the side of the road, they'll walk by, give it a little sniff, and then they'll eat it, right? And
Then we
the
can poison them all.
And the aftermath will be so devastating they just die.
It'll be a new Fallout. We might have to relocate. Do you think we could pick up the 7-Eleven if
create
we
a
all move
second
to
Fallout.
one? What if we like all pick up a 7-Eleven from each corner, pick it up, and just move it? Just relocate.
And that's why the fallout occurred, because everybody was eating too much of the cheese.
Dang.
Bombs filled with nuclear cheese.
What if we cause a Fallout so powerful that it just negates the first Fallout and everything just returns back to normal?
Yeah, we just
You
reanimate
mean like
the
a
dead.
reverse Fallout?
Yeah, just a complete
Yes. The
anti-Fallout.
cheese,
A
the
Ryzen?
cheese in chili has
That's a very bad
special
point.
powers. It can bring back the dead. Then we repopulate the earth and pray
Well,
to
I
the
mean,
gods
if
of
you've
day-old
got any
cheese.
better idea to deal with cuttlefish,
Garpreet, Dave, and Losk revert Fallout.
what an
What about the
episode
hillbilly?
description. He's there.
I think the hillbilly probably died because his car backfired in his face.
Yeah.
How
He
would
just
it
died.
backfire without me being in the engine?
Because you're a hillbilly. And what do you mean? How did the car backfire without you being in the engine?
I love how it actually you answered my question before questioning it. Like you just thought it was a completely normal question for me to ask why I'm not in the engine.
Do you know what a backfire is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's when your
You
car
don't know what a
backfires, of
backfire
course.
is?
I was trying to fuel my car with KFC.
You can do that.
Oh,
I
yes.
don't doubt it.
Oh, yes. I have a story.
Oh boy. Tell us. Enlighten
The
us.
Swedish guy has a story.
Okay.
Tell us in your native tongue.
Please don't.
No. Because this is actually half decent. Now,
All
Aiden,
right.
Yeah.
you remember back in grade 8, I think it was,
Grade 8. Okay.
where we had to write short stories,
Oh, it's coming back to me.
and I made a story about a KFC powered time machine Hummer.
Oh.
Yes. This was glorious.
All right, I'm interested.
Glorious. No, he won't give in till he's victorious.
Something about
Continue
time
your story.
machines?
Yes. Now, I used to have a copy somewhere. I don't know what happened to it.
You threw it out.
All right. I threw it out.
Well, that solves that mystery.
Mystery Incorporated.
Anyways, let's see if I think I remember a good gist of it. Now, I'm going to tell it as if it's first person view.
Not like anybody else would want to tell it.
A lot of people would want to tell this story, man. It was beautiful,
So you're gonna win a Pulitzer Prize.
obviously.
I'll
Now,
call them.
shush.
I want to
Stop.
hear it, man.
Act like you're dead.
The suspense
No.
is killing me.
Help!
It's,
I'm having
it's
a
killing
heart
me
attack.
too. I don't even know it.
Okay, okay. I am a 27-year-old scientist upon a breakthrough of trying to find a perfect renewable resource, an infinite resource.
I remember this.
And I had stopped to try and tinker on my car because it was having a little bit of engine troubles. I own a Hummer H12. And I had stopped
All right.
on the way home to buy a $5 meal deal from KFC.
I feel like I know where this is going.
As you do.
Yes. And while I was munching on the fries and gravy, I had accidentally nudged it, pouring the gravy, fries, and chicken bits into the gas tank. Magically, yes.
Yes.
The
right.
power of the KFC grease, chicken, fries, and gravy together created a power source 10 times more potent or more energy
Powerful.
dense than plutonium.
Nice. It clogs your arteries. That's the reason.
Powering the Hummer to the point where it breaks the fabric of time.
Shreds it.
Okay.
So I don't even stop to think about this revolution I just had. I hop into my seat of the Hummer, I fire that bad boy up, and I get onto the street. I touch the gas, and it sends me flying 300 years into the future.
Oh.
Now, when I appear in the future, I am on a broken down, rutted, like Winnipeg road
I picture it.
because, okay, yeah. I stop. It's raining outside. I stop. I get out of my vehicle to check it out. It is a neglected road because when I look up, there is a super highway of flying cars. Right.
All right.
I try to get back in my Hummer and crank it over. But due to this KFC grease power source, it has destroyed the very fabric of this Hummer. So I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in God knows where, 300 years into the future, where when I look to my left, conveniently, there is a machine shop that's 24 hours.
Conveniently.
Yes.
I push
Oh.
my time-traveling Hummer into the machine shop where this cyborg mechanic greets me. He asks me the make and model of my vehicle, and when I type it in, he has no idea what I'm talking about. There, it is time traveling, and he hasn't seen those things in years.
If not ever.
No, I remember writing this guy hasn't seen them for years. Not that they never existed.
It's 300 years, Liam. How would they remember a Hummer? And why would anybody have a Hummer from 300
Shush!
years ago?
I'm telling a
wrote
story
this
that
in
I wrote
grade
from grade
8.
8. And I leave it there because he said it should take about 3 hours to fix whatever the problem was. I step outside and I greet these two people that are just standing there.
For no reason.
I didn't even get a word in. I just saw that the guy had a self-adjusting jacket and the woman had a purse that would just give her anything she wanted when she asked for it. This blew my mind so much that I blacked out.
Should have asked for a purpose-driven life first.
When I came to, the cyborg mechanic said that my car was finished, so I just jumped back in it and went back in time 300 years to the present day, where I destroyed it because I knew it was too powerful for it to exist. Ta-da! KFC powered time machine.
Nice.
You had a KFC powered DeLorean and you destroyed it?
No, it was a Hummer, he said. An H12 Hummer.
Yeah, I know it's a Hummer, but DeLorean, you know, reference whatever I want.
Yeah, you don't need to. But yes,
Oh,
I did,
bro, dude.
and try to make like a full-length second version of it where I used a Dodge Challenger.
But because of Liam's handwriting, when I saw it, it looked like it was saying oik, oik, oik at the very beginning.
What?
Yes. I'm like, I picked it up. It's like KFC powered time machine version 2. Oik, oik, oik. I'm like, what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, because it said okay.
And you're like, what? Like, see, it says oik, oik, oik. And you're like, that says okay. I'm like, those are clearly 3-letter words. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Anyways, as I was going to say, that story takes me back.
It was rock solid.
Grade 8, man.
That was a good story. I got a good grade on it from what I remember.
Is
Of
what
course.
you remember true.
I mean, if that wasn't top of the class, I don't know what is.
I don't know, but that was like, I actually surprised myself because when I get into creative rhythm,
He comes up
I
with
could
some-
just
comes up with some
go.
wacky things, but
Whack stuff,
it
yeah.
works. It's funny too.
Damn, dude.
Like,
Yep.
I mean, who else would think of a KFC powered time machine other than Liam?
I mean, fair enough.
That was in grade 8
No
too.
one
I
else has thought of
shudder
it.
at the thought of his power that he would have now in the perfect conditions.
Yeah, I maybe I should try to sit down and write a novel again sometime, but
Yeah, dude.
Here's a thought for you guys. Do you guys ever get bored of the everyday conventional holidays everybody celebrates?
no,
No.
never.
Well, you should. 'Cause here are
No.
some that you should decide to celebrate. Just
Prepare
this,
yourself. This is going to be terrible.
this Sunday is a holiday in Noodle Muskistan called Noodleween. Instead of like Halloween, you go around in a costume getting candy door to door. No, that's too cutesy and kid oriented. Okay. Here, what you do on this holiday is you blindfold yourself and run through the street like blind in the middle of the night, and if you bump into someone, you have to punch them. And then you have to try and not get punched while blindfolded. It sounds like fun. Yeah. Earlier was Noodle Muscus. The second Sunday of October was Noodle Muscastanian Thanksgiving. Instead of arguing about politics and saying what you're thankful for, instead, with your family, you engage in hand-to-hand combat over politics and say what you would be thankful for, whatever that would be existed, like world peace or a cancer cure. Yeah. On January 5th is Noodle Muscastanian New Year. On Noodle Muscastanian New Year's Eve, you stay up till 2 in the morning chugging root beer and trying to stay awake. Then at midnight, you scream, "New Year and I'm still here, can't touch me, life," and eat an entire party-sized bag of Cheetos Puffs. The year's title cycles through 5 animals: the wiener dog, the castrated cow, the headless chicken, the drunk moose, and the slightly larger than average mouse. It's great holidays.
I'm gonna be real, those all sound like regular holidays.
I mean,
have
Like,
you ever stopped
realistically,
and considered
those
how insane normal holidays are?
Yeah, like those all sound like normal things that people would do on said holidays. Like
do you even know what
whatever you
Halloween
call it,
is?
That genuinely sounds like normal Halloween. Just with an idiot running in a blindfold.
Dude, do you know what Halloween is? It's when a bunch of children dress up in costumes and go door to door asking for candy by saying trick or treat.
oh, I just searched up today's holiday, and it's National Color Day.
Huh.
My color is mahogany.
Huh. There's a national holiday for everything.
May
When is the experience
25th.
going to get a holiday?
Bro,
May 25th.
Experience Day?
The national
When was the
Day.
experience podcast created, like manifested?
It's like
The
March
first episode released, I think,
29th, I
should
think.
be. I think the first episode release date should be.
Oh,
Experience
May 25th
Day?
Experience Day.
May
You know
25th.
what? Yeah.
is Cinco de Ketchup Day instead of Cinco de Mayo.
It's
Or
Cinco de
Mayo.
Mayo.
I know that. On Cinco de Ketchup Day, you go to McDonald's, you buy a quarter pounder, and ask for extra ketchup. Then you go to the ketchup dispensers and squirt it 5 times.
That is
Cinco
disgusting.
times onto your burger, then eat it as fast as you can. Then
March
you wash
29th.
it down with a beverage that is 2 parts ketchup to 1 part water.
This is literally the most repulsive thing I've ever heard you say.
That's the point. It's meant to
This- I like ketchup, but this is disgusting.
I know it's meant to like make whoever celebrates it suffer.
I hate ketchup in general. Imagine how much that that must
Like it's just
taste.
like you're talking
Ugh.
with your friends on like May 26th. There's like, how was Cinco de Ketchup Day? Horrible. You don't say.
Then why would you celebrate it?
We had an entire bag of ketchup at McDonald's between us. So now everybody to me looks like gingerbread men, and I'm hearing the voices of dead people. But next day's side effects are half the fun, don't you know? I'm sure they are. It's your dead grandpa. Listen,
I'm gonna pass on Cinco de ketchup, and instead I'm just gonna go straight to Cinco de relish.
Nice save.
May 12th is National Uncle to the Second Cousin of a Non-Biological Grandmother Day.
No, I must stop you right there.
I think we should just
That sentence does not need to go any further.
I think we could just stop in the holidays.
Description is, it's just this holiday honors anyone who happens to have that absurd title.
No.
How about this?
Alex, nope.
Just this last one, Liam.
Nope.
Second Monday of December. Noodle Muscastain.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Experience, everybody. Keep doing that, Aiden.
No. Okay, wait, hang on. I gotta prepare myself.
Thank you for listening to this episode of thank you for listening to Garpreet talk show. And
say one thing.
I'm going to stop this recording.
Seriously?
And I'm going to take a 48-hour nap.
All right, one moment. Because my brother is a special guest, he needs to plug his stuff. Go ahead.
Yes. Can you just stop that?
It's so hard to maintain that.
This podcast was sponsored in part by the Wiener Dog Kingdom on Discord. Link in the description. We have stuff there. Stuff you will be interested in. Is the official server of the Experience podcast. Not really. I just said that to make
it isn't.
Ignore that. But you must go there. You must join and stay for free money.
Speaking of social media, have you followed The Experience on Instagram and Twitter yet? If so, you should do that. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below.
And you can see the social media
subscribe because kneecaps are a privilege, not a right.